In 2010, two large airlines, United and Continental, announced plans to merge. Now, of course, being large airlines, you can't just merge. You need permission from the competition authorities, who go away and run a bunch of economic analyses to work out if the merger would have a negative impact on consumers. In this case, they thought the effects of the merger would be small and allowed the firms to merge in 2012. What they hadn't anticipated, though, was how this merger would affect the airline's hubs. You see, Continental had operated a hub in Cleveland, while just 300 miles down the road, United operated a much bigger hub in Chicago. As separate firms, neither one had an incentive to change this. However, once you've merged, well, you only need one. Anyone you're flying through Cleveland, you could just as easily send through Chicago, and vice versa. While we don't have time to get into the full economics of what makes a hub work, the general rule of thumb is you want to be located in the biggest city with the most air travel. And here, Chicago was the clear winner. In 2014, the merged firm shut the Cleveland hub, going from operating 49 non-stop destinations to just 16. A massive reduction in service that had been entirely missed by the initial reports of the merger. This is a problem we often have in merger analysis. We know what the market looks like before the merger takes place, and we have a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like the day after. However, it's a lot harder to understand what's going to happen over the medium and long run as firms change their decisions. My research focuses on building models of how hubs work and what they mean for consumers. I do this through a process called structural economic modeling, and it's a marriage of data and theory. Using economic theory, I build a model of how airlines choose to provide service between two cities. I then take that model to the data and use statistics to find the version of my model that most accurately represents what really happened. With that model in hand, I can effectively rewind the clock, working out what would have happened had the merger never taken place. The end goal of this research is that in future, if two airlines come wanting to merge, regulators will be able to use my model to work out if a hub closure is likely, and if so, what the impact on consumers would likely be. My research will help regulators better understand the markets they're regulating. More information for regulators will mean better outcomes for consumers.